guys, so today I'm going to be transforming into Tinkerbell. I've posted tons of content as her before and people always seem to love it. So I figured I would kind of do a little tutorial on how I become Tinkerbell. I'm going to start with just the makeup, then I'll move on to the outfit and that process. I'm gonna be trying to remember how she looks from memory. Usually I pull up a reference picture when I'm doing my makeup, but obviously I'm using my phone to record. So this may or may not end up accurate. I also want to give a little disclaimer because I'm not a super talented cosplayer or anything like that. So my sewing skills aren't the greatest. I've kind of just made do with what I have. So I guess you could call this a budget Tinkerbell tutorial, I don't know. But I might as well get started. In the spirit of Halloween, let's go. So as usual, I like to start with my eyebrows. I kind of have thick eyebrows, whereas Tinkerbell has thin eyebrows, so let's see what type of magic I can work there. Also, obviously I'm brunette and Tinkerbell's blonde. Usually I would just do my regular hair and just put it in a bun, super simple, and then just kind of pin it to look more styled like she has her hair. But I think today I'm gonna try a wig, so we'll see how that goes. I think it might make me look a little bit more cartoony. I don't know if that's good or bad. Okay, so that looks a little crazy to start, but Tinkerbell is animated, so I'm gonna try and make myself look a little more animated. So she's got the sassy eyebrows. I'm gonna go in and conceal the rest of that, make it really look better. Look at that size difference now. Obviously up close it's not great looking, but from far away and when I've got my wig on and everything, it'll look a lot better. Now to try and match them. Alright, so that is now a lot thinner, pretty sassy. And then now it's time to kind of do the eye makeup. Tinkerbell really doesn't wear a whole lot of makeup, so you kind of want to make this look natural. I'm not really good at doing natural makeup, but I also want the eyeliner to make my eye shape kind of look more like hers, like cartoony. So usually I would do a smaller wing that's kind of more upwards facing because she has very like roundish eyes, I guess. So something kind of like that, I think, is okay. So it brings my eye upwards. It really complements that sort of shape that she has. Now if I can match it, that's always the trickiest part. Okay, good enough. I don't really think it's necessary to do any sort of eyeshadow with this look because, like I said, she's more of a minimal character. And I feel like if I just do eyeshadow, it would overdo it, but that's just because I'm not very good at eyeshadow. But what I like to do is try and focus more on the outside corner. And then it kind of just gives you that sort of look. Like with the eyeliner I did, there's nothing all here, and then it just starts on the outside and it's really, really thick. And I think it just does what other people can do with eyeshadow, I guess. I don't know. Then I'm just gonna slap on some mascara on top of that, obviously. I find that this look is really nice if you can find a good set of eyelashes. You don't want them to be too big. You want them to just really complement your eye. Again, longer in the outside corner, shorter on the inside, so it kind of brings it up. But I don't really feel like doing that. I don't like wearing eyelashes, but I don't know, maybe I'll change my mind when I see myself with the wig and everything if I think it'll complement it. I don't know. So with that mascara, you can see, obviously I covered all my eyelashes, but I brought it out more, and that'll continue with that sort of angled look. And then I like to do like the littlest bit on my bottom lashes. You don't want it to look like too heavy, like she's not goth or anything, but it does just help make your eyes look even bigger. See, it's just really simple. And repeat. And with this look, I like to add white eyeliner to my waterline. Really makes your eyes look just that much bigger. This is already pretty much the base look. I find that the eyes and the eyebrows are one of the most important things for when you're trying to like replicate a character's look. The lips are also a big one with this character, but there's just so many different versions of Tinkerbell, and I find that the eyes are one of the more followed through things with each of her character designs, whereas the mouth changes a little bit, but we'll get to that in just a minute. I'm gonna add a little bit of blush. Her character's fairly pale, but I do like to just add a little bit of rosiness. I just think it adds to the charm. Especially to the nose, because she's got that cute little button nose. And then you'll want to do a ton of highlight. And then we're gonna add sparkles on top of everything too, of course. I feel like you've really gotta commit to like the sparkly sort of aspect of her character, because that's the whole point of being a fairy or a pixie. Highlight that brow that we worked so hard to get the shape right. It's just the little things, I think. Just helps make the character that character. Now I'm gonna do the lips before I add my sparkles, just because I like to, I don't know, I feel like people do their makeup in a different order than I usually do mine, but it works for me, so. With Tinkerbell's character, she has very thin lips, but her top lip is very like pointy almost. So we're gonna try and replicate that. I find that my lip shape is already fairly similar to hers, so hopefully I don't overdo it. Okay, so that's kind of the shape that we want to go for. And then I like doing Tinkerbell with a really dark lip, but you still want it to look like it's red. I know some of her characters have a more neutral lip, but I think this one really complements the features. And then as always, I like to go back with my liner again and just really fix that shape up after adding the actual lipstick. So I just made my mouth look a little bit longer because I find that mine always looks kind of like compact, I guess. And you want to be able to show off your smile. I am going to add just a little bit of a gloss to this. It's just like a red tinted. And that's really that for that. But I do have this glitter roller. I could probably use this on my whole body, but I use different glitter for my body, which I don't necessarily recommend. So you don't have to listen to every step that I say here. But I do like to add this to my cheekbones, to my highlight, so it really pops. It's the little things. I guess now I should attempt to put this wig on. If it looks horrible, I'm just gonna do my regular bun, but I kind of want to be blonde for this. It's not the same with the brunette, I think, but that's just me. This is such pretty, just like simple makeup though, like if you wanted to use this as just a regular tutorial. Okay, I really cannot promise that this is gonna look right. I am not an expert on wigs. This is just some Amazon wig that I got. It's my only one I have, so don't judge me too hard. Try not to mess up the makeup. Super cute. Oh God. Attempt to style this disaster. It looks so Karen-y right now. What the heck? Okay, so if you can see my like real hair, no you didn't. This is actually supposed to be like a really cute like pigtails wig, but I'm just gonna clip one of them right on the back and try and make it look like a bun. I've never done this before. Oh God, I have no idea what I'm doing. All right, well. I don't know why it's so puffy. Makes my head look ginormous. Well, I can confirm usually my normal bun looks better, but maybe this will be okay when I have the rest of the costume on. Let's hope. But you get the idea, just a big bun on the top of the head. Usually I clean it up more because hers is very like compact, but it's still big. So. Oh my God, I do not like having hair in my face. There's a reason I don't have bangs. Well, let's go do the rest of this look, I guess. Okay, so here's the rest of the costume. Sorry the lighting's so bad. I really don't know what's going on here. Let me get this on for you, I guess. I've got her shoes, her iconic shoes. I made those pom-poms myself. I would have been better off to just buy them. They're made out of like napkins. This is what I was telling you about budget Tinkerbell here. But they work, they're cute. I have some, I don't know, dollar store fairy wings. Covered them in glitter glue. Glitter glue is your best friend for this outfit. Said glitter glue. And here is the dress. I made it myself. I don't really have a ton of sewing experience, but it works. It sort of looks like it. If I were to remake it, which I might do someday, I'd probably add a little more structure to it. Like the deep V cut, I would probably put a wire in there so it stays the proper shape. And maybe use like a better material because this one, the seams are sort of stretching out and not staying together. You'll see. Okay, I'll put it on for you though. Okay, so I've got the dress on now, obviously, and now you can kind of tell what I was talking about with that V. It should be a lot closer together. I would do a spin for you guys, but I think YouTube will delete this video. I made this dress a couple years ago, I think 3 years ago it was. I was a little bit smaller back then. That's why it doesn't hold me so well anymore, but let me get on the rest of this costume. So the shoes are just so simple, kind of floppy when I walk around, but like I said, they get the job done. Now let me get my wings and get sparkled up. This costume has been through so much in the past couple of years, so it's really not in the greatest condition, but you get the idea. And of course, the final step is glitter paint. You could probably buy just body glitter, but I like to go crazy. So I take this, you can see how sparkly it is, and literally just rub it on my entire body. So it's a little hard to see it on camera, but I promise in real life it is crazy. Here, you can see it on my hands. That's what my whole body looks like. And that's perfect because your character's supposed to be sparkly. So this is it. Tinkerbell was one of my first cosplay characters, and definitely will be doing more of her. I'm really hoping that I can get more into cosplay and start revamping some of these characters now that I'm a little more talented and kind of know what I'm doing a bit better. This wig's really not great. I'd have to learn how to style wigs. But I had a lot of fun doing this video, and hopefully you guys will go check out my other Tinkerbell content on my other platforms. And maybe this was useful for if you want to try doing a Tinkerbell cosplay. But yeah, so my link to all my platforms is in the description below. And happy Halloween!